What's up YouTube, Shawn DaGamer here, and this is going to be a long-winded update life kind of video. The first thing we're going to talk about is YouTube, Facebook, all of our social media, things like that, and where we're going to start doing and where we're going to start going with that in the future. Second part is going to be like where I want to go in life, my 2016 and things like that. And the last part is going to be like a mixture of the last two and how we're going to use those things to move forward into 2017. But first, I think I'm a Virgo, and over the past couple of years I've been doing more research on zodiac signs and things like that. So I just want to give you guys a quick I'm gonna say lesson on Virgos if you're not fully aware, or you just haven't, like if you were like me and just didn't care about zodiac signs. But sometimes these things are right on the nose. So just give me a few minutes to just get these little tidbits out the way, because as we talk later in this video, things will become a little bit more clear of my motives and my directions and things like that. So this first part, I'm not doing this verbatim, but I just want to read a couple of quick lines out of this. I'm getting this off Zodiac-Signs, that's -astrology.com. So the first paragraph is like zodiacs, Virgos and independence. Virgos are very independent. It's a very independent sign. We're very intelligent and we know how to put things together. Like, we're good problem solvers and things like that. But we are sometimes very narrow-minded and we lose creative focus because we start thinking about other things and other situations that we probably should have let go a long time ago, like certain conversations or certain things that probably people have done to us and we should let go, but sometimes we linger on it a little bit longer than we should. And we sometimes are more overcritical of ourselves than we are others. So those are some very true statements. When it comes to Virgos and friendships, people look to Virgo as friends because we're straight thinkers and we are very good problem solvers because we like to solve things logically. We are very truthful, loyal, and determined, and some people might find us cold or emotionally detached because we live in our minds and not our emotions and feelings. It may be hard to pin down your Virgo's friends' feelings because we easily can live in denial, which is true, I've been trying to do this video for like the past couple of times, and every time I read that line, I just want to say that's not true, but that's true. Isn't that right, Solar Wind Jammer? A person who is able to really read into Virgos will know when we're feeling some type of way, or, like, let's say that right. People who are really good into feeling out emotions can kind of pinpoint when we Virgos are kind of like down. But when you know that, you do not confront a Virgo on your problem, on our problems, and things like that. That is the worst thing you can do, because we do get a little defensive and things like that, or we just don't want to talk about it at all, because sometimes, like I said in the first instance, we like to handle things in our own ways and try to think our way out of it using our own, we're independent. We're very independent. We don't want help all the time. We don't need to be lectured all the time and things like that, which is funny because I like to help people all the time. But that's also another thing that it says in here is like Virgo friends will pretty much put our lives on the back burner for others, which is something I have to stop doing. And we're not doing it to be controlling anything. It's just we care. Like, if you're in our lives and there's something bothering you, we will put our emotions and things on the back burner to help others. And that's been a kind of a burden on me lately, and we'll get into that a little bit later. When it comes to business, we are very intelligent, we have very excellent memory, and we are highly analytical minds. We love to do our research, and we just want to know all the facts. We want to know all the facts before we jump into something. Like, as junky as people think my mind is, or how crazy I act, or I say weird, stupid, illogical things sometimes, I'm joking. It's like I was doing college work, like second or third year college work in my second year of high school. So, and we like literally doing, it's not like helping somebody study, literally writing out essays, or doing high-end math problems and trying to figure out criminal justice at my age, being a criminal. So it was one of them things. But yeah, we just want everything to be in order and things like that. And that leads to the last thing before I wrap this up, is a Virgo's temperament. Before we plunge into anything, whether solving a problem or vacation ideas, we need to analyze the facts and know all the details before we make a decision. It may make us seem like we're stalling, indecisive, slow, but our perception is reality. So and what that means is we're literal. We're very literal. So one of my things is, we'll get into it later. So I think I just read the last of it. Our perception is reality, so more than other astrological signs. What they believe is what will be. Wow, that's very powerful. If they have a negative outlook on life, things will present themselves in a very negative way, and they will be very moody, isolated, and detached. If they're in the positive, the same events will occur that will be held in a positive light, and they will be a pleasant and well-adjusted person. A Virgo mind is a very powerful mind, and they must have a proper attitude for their lives to be happy and successful. Virgos need to get in touch with their feelings. This is why they usually seem cold or detached. They are very prone to living in denial. Why are you repeating that? They will say they're cold, everything is fine, even when it's not. It is not, and this is an easy way out. The only thing that Virgos do not like to analyze is their feelings, so pretending everything is okay is a good defensive mechanism for not having to look closer into their feelings. Virgos are unpredictable and sometimes unstable temperament. Hi. Hi. I am very bipolar. That's pretty much what they're saying. Virgos are kind of bipolar sometimes. No, that's not really what they're saying. What they're saying is we're problem solvers. We're thinkers. And okay, I said in the beginning of the video, I was going to talk about YouTube stuff first and then talk about personal stuff second. Yeah, swap that around. You guys knew that was coming. But we need details. You just can't tell us, hey, this is what we're going to be doing, and then leave it at that. And I know some of my friends are probably that are watching this like, nigga, you do that a lot. And yeah, but I don't like to explain anything. So just because I say, hey, we're doing this, I already have everything planned out in my head, and which is something I've been trying. I got notebooks. I've been trying to just take more detailed notes to keep stuff out my head in my life. So I'm trying to be more organized. And see, Virgo, it's just, we need to know details. Like, you just can't say, hey, this is what we're doing, or this is what I want to do, or this is what I want you to do, and not give us any details. We're gonna get, why? Why do I need to do this? Who told you to tell me this? What else? What do I need for this? Yada, yada, yada. And a lot of my friends are like very, very spontaneous and things like that. And sometimes it's fun, and sometimes it's like, yeah, I wasn't ready for this. You know what I'm saying? So please, when you have Virgo friends, give us time and warning. Like I said, we're very, we need to know details and things like that so we can plan things out. And that's one of the things that I'm really trying to get better on, is just making schedules and things like that and following a routine, and that's going to play into all the social media stuff later. What else I want to say in this subject? If we just, like you were saying, sometimes we seem cold and detached and things like that, but it's not in a rude or disrespectful way. It's just sometimes we just need to take a step back and then we'll come back when we're ready. I've done that once or twice where I've just had to take maybe a couple of months or so to myself and just be alone to reorganize my life and get myself together, because things were happening that I didn't agree with, and people were still letting certain things happen, and I just didn't want to be a part of it. Because if you're not gonna listen to me or, you know, try to take my advice on that, it's like I don't need to be in this situation at all. And it's just one of them things where we want to help. I want to help, but sometimes I just need my own space. But at the same time, I want to help. I want to help. And over the past couple of, well, at least this year, I'm not the type of person that can easily ask for help. So if I'm asking for it, trust me, in the back of my mind, I am kicking myself for even asking, whether it's for a little bit of money for gas if we need to go somewhere, or buying me $1 drink somewhere. If I can't do it myself at this point in my life, I don't really need it. Or if I can't get it, I don't need it. I'm at that point in my life, and I wish I kind of, and like, one of those things where that reading this, and I wish I was out of my feelings around this time, around this time last year in 2015, because maybe I still be working at Best Buy at this moment if I wasn't in my feelings. Because not going into too much details, is Best Buy pissed me off, and I guess with the help of a few others, we took matters into our own hands. So like I said, I don't want to go into too much detail on that, but that caused me to lose my job, and that also caused me to spend a night in DeKalb County, which was not the move. Even just for a whole 24 hours, that is not a place you want to be at all. Like, I don't know, I'm tough-skinned. I always, like, a lot of the things I've done in my past, I should be dead or in jail regardless. But at this point in my life, I feel blessed, and I really hate that happened last year, because it was one of them things where I thought I was going into the office to get a promotion that I really thought I deserved at the time. But they gave me a pennies on the dollar raise on my check, and I'm like, this is not cutting it. And then, you know, things happen, and instead of getting a promotion, I end up getting fired and sent to jail that day. So I don't have anybody to blame but myself, because, you know, I knew when to stop, but I didn't. Just with it like that. So then I started working at Target, and that was fun. You know, once I started getting the hang of it, Target was fun. But after the holiday season was over early this year, you know, around February, March, they let me go because of hours and things like that, or so they say. They did tell me to apply back, which I did, but I don't know what happened in that time frame. But I guess the thing that's on my record came back up, because I had job offers on job offers and things like that. Well, no, not even before that. So since we're still talking about personal life right now, this video is going to be longer than 30 minutes, God. But what happened before that was Target. When I got let go from Target, it was like, okay, whew, time to get another job, yada yada yada. But at the same time, me and my mother had a conversation where she said, what happened? I told her I would take a few months to not work, clear my head, and see where I can take this social media thing. And she looked at me like I was crazy for a second, and she said, okay, as long as you can somewhat provide for yourself and help out every now and then, you know, that's fine. So I was able, with the help of my friends, and I thank you guys a lot, I was able to stay afloat. And I'm not complaining, I'm not emotional or anything like that. I'm just, you know, thanking you guys a lot for that, because some of the stuff you guys did for me, you know, cannot be repaid, you know, in monetary value. So I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys for that. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so she let me do the YouTube thing, and that was really, really fun. And at that time as well, I decided to get back in healthier shape. In my time at Best Buy, I went from maybe, what am I now? 175. I went from like I was actually 170 before I started Best Buy, and then I jumped up to maybe 110, 112, and that scared the hell out of me. So in that time I wasn't working, I killed myself at the gym to lose those 30-40 pounds, and now I'm back to regular where I want to be, where I need to be. Well, you know, back to where I was is what I'm trying to say. And I'm still not satisfied with where I am now, because over the summer the YouTube thing was going good, going great, and then something happened. I can't really pinpoint what happened, but oh, that's what happened. My mother opened my mail. My mother opened my mail around September-ish, and it was a court summon for the things that I did at Best Buy, which I thought was completely done and over with. Right now I'm still going through that, and it's not allowing me to get a new job at the moment. So, which is kind of funny, because when she opened my mail, it was almost the same day I was contacted to get a beginner's YouTube partnership, which was like, of course, of course, this is what happens. So, if you didn't know, I am YouTube partner, and I can make money off of my videos now, and I do have access to a lot of stuff that I've been working on, reading up on, and playing with for the channel, like copyright free music, which I'm gonna have to start using because of YouTube, which we'll get into in that part of the video. But you know, all the good stuff you get from YouTube, I got all that stuff on a beginner's level, and as the channel grows, I will have more access to a lot of stuff. So that's really cool. But I really want a part-time job for some reason. I really want a part-time job just to have a little extra cash flow in my pocket for myself. You know what I mean? But I'm not stressing it anymore. Nope, not anymore. And over the past few months, I guess this is going to kind of lead into the whole social media type part of things, because YouTube recently, over the past couple of months, started changing its algorithm to where they're looking at, how did Matt Pat put it? They're looking at watch minutes and comeback rates. So how many minutes people watching your videos a day, and how many people come back daily, like if you're getting a good turnaround on all your videos every day. So that's why you're starting to see a lot more people either A, get burned out, because a lot of people were already doing multiple videos a day, but now with this new YouTube algorithm, a lot of people are A, losing subs, B, getting very, very frustrated because they're losing money because of copywriting, and 3, people are, you know, just getting frustrated with YouTube altogether. So this isn't my first go around with YouTube either. I was around a long time ago under the name DuelistAero. It was more a Yugioh based channel back when people like who was around? Waffles was heavy, Dub K Dad, D Solid Enigma before he just went to Drew and things like that. And all that, you know, those classic YouTubers, and I slowly started finding out about other people like the PWR show, and then I found out there's a whole nother community of Pokemon tubers and Dragon Ball Z tubers and things like that. I lost the first channel being an idiot. I literally lost the first channel on YouTube being an idiot. This is when YouTube added the Google Plus start thing. So when Google bought YouTube, they started adding, you know, all the other stuff. And I was like, I don't want this. Click. And I'm like, oh snap! It deleted my YouTube. It deleted my YouTube. I think some of those videos are still there, or access to the channel is still there, but yeah. And then I also had another channel. I think it's Shawn07, where me and my friends were just doing stupid jackass type things on there, and that was fun as well. So that's still up if you want to go try to find those videos. Like I said, it's Shawn07. If you want to try to find those videos. And you can see a fat me. You can see a fat me back then too, which, I miss being fat because I've never been this sick. And I think that's where the conclusion to this part kind of comes when it comes to YouTube, at least. You know, now that I've gotten into the rhythm of this year has really gotten me into the rhythm of producing daily content, or bi-daily content, 5 videos a week at least for you guys, and it's fun. It's really, really fun. At the same time, it's really, really taxing as well, especially with the kind of content that I do. And it's kind of why gameplay for like actual console games have diminished on the channel for a little while. And I did try to bring it back, but then when I tried to bring it back, that's when all that other stuff started happening in my life, like going back and forth to court and trying to hang out with my friends and trying to do, you know, trying to keep up with the wrestling vlogs and things like that. Because if there's one thing I've learned this, and that really helped me this year, and is that Twitter is a very amazing platform. Twitter is a very amazing platform. Twitter may be the most powerful platform on the internet right now. I say that because you're very limited to what you say, and what you say you want to make count. Especially when you're somebody like me who's live tweeting Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-views. Sometimes if I feel like one of the shows is bad, I'll switch over to The Flash, Arrow, and things like that. So when you're, you know, especially in wrestling, I make some bold, outlandish, what up Rich Swan comments, and the majority of them had came true. Like a couple of weeks ago, I showed you guys the comment of somebody on Twitter who was arguing with me about the rematch clause rules, and I was right, he was wrong, but yeah, he still blocked me. I don't know if that's me being arrogant or not, but technically I was right and he was wrong. I'm not gonna go into details about that, but if you know how rematch clause work, you know, he was trying to say the way it worked is not the way it worked. Whatever, we're not gonna get into that. So Twitter is been growing rapidly, and I was not expecting that. From the first time that I started live tweeting over the summer, I jumped 50 to 100 followers in like a day. And back then I think I only had like 300 or 400, and those were just off, you know, celebrities and people that I personally know. So to be almost, well, to basically be at 1.1K in a few months is like mind-blowing to me. And if you want to add up everything, all of our other social medias like Instagram and even Facebook to a certain extent, I have a platform of 3K plus people that have subscribed or followed or friended me via our social media content, and that's mind-blowing. And 90% of those comments are fun, positive things, especially on my Instagram that's dedicated to my Dragon Ball Z and other nerd stuff channel, the SS Rose Instagram, where I like to post a lot of quick Dokkan Battle gameplay, or like if I'm out shopping at the mall and I see like, oh, they got the new all black Dragon Zord, let people know that I live in Georgia that actually collect these things like I. So I've been trying, and I guess what I'm really trying to say is I've been trying to be involved more in the overall community, trying to grow a community here, and slowly but surely it's getting to that point, and it's so fun, it's so amazing to be able to reach people, even if it's just me on a small platform that's slowly growing. And it's just fun. It's really fun to interact with other people about things that we all love in a positive way. And I love it, whether it's the live tweeting on Facebook, hallelujah, the live tweeting on Twitter, or like interacting with you guys on Instagram, with Dokkan Battle and things like that. And on my personal, I won't say my personal, my more quote unquote professional page, I've turned that into now. I've been trying to do a lot more workout stuff and things like that, because yes, I do want to become an independent wrestler 2017. And hopefully by end of January, I will be starting to take classes to learn how to properly run the ropes, take bumps and things like that, and see where that leads me. I did have, like, you can ask a lot of people this year, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get in the best shape ever. I'm gonna like train for 2 years, and I'm gonna go down to NXT and impress the hell out of everybody down there, William Regal, Triple H, all of them. And now taking a step back, I just want to have fun in the ring. Like I want my how you see me now to be an extension of my quote unquote character in the ring. I already have designs for my ring gear, my personality, like I just said. I'm going to be a heel regardless. I'm going to be a heel. Like I said, my ring gear, the music, and all that stuff. So slowly over the next couple of months, I'll start showing you guys the idea I've had for Shawn, quote unquote, Shawn DaGamer, quote unquote, the wrestler. So it's going to be very interesting to see that. And that's why I've been watching a lot of wrestling, doing a lot of wrestling vlogs, and why I've been very positive, or try to be. It's hard to be positive when you talk about Raw sometimes, but that's why I don't just straight out bash anything, And do I think Roman Reigns deserves to be Universal Champion? Hell, do I think Roman Reigns deserves to be US Champion at this moment? No. Do I think there's other wrestlers that are better suited or should be put in his spot? Yes. But am I going to go every night and boo Roman Reigns? No, because Roman Reigns is still entertaining to me. And it's the same thing I had to learn about John Cena. A million days ago, I would say a million years ago, if you would have asked me maybe a year or two ago, would I ever purchase John Cena merchandise, I would have looked at you like you were crazy. But now I own at least 2 John Cena shirts, because 1, they were on sale, and 2, I'm over it. I'm over the hate. There are a lot of wrestlers that I feel don't wow. I feel like there are certain people in certain positions that shouldn't be where they are at the moment. That's politically correct right there. So, and I do that with a lot of things where what am I saying? I try to be as positive as possible towards a lot of things, whether it's some negative things going on in my life, the people around me, and things like that. And it's getting harder to keep myself well physically and emotionally, and still try to put out content like I want to put out content, like not half-assed, half invested content, and make times for like my friends, my main lady, making sure I can help my mom out and things like that. So a lot of that recently was piling up, and I was sick a lot over the past couple of weeks and months, and I just thought it was because I used to be heavy set and now I'm skinny, so the weather is getting to me. But once, like 4 times a year ever since I've been skinny, you know, when the seasons change, you know, I get sick for a couple of days, and that's normal. But for a couple of months, I feel like I was just sick, and I thought, I was like, maybe it's some kind of cold, maybe I need to start bundling up more when I go outside, stay warmer, yada yada yada, taking more medicine. I hate taking medicine. I hate taking medicine with a passion. I don't trust the government. I do not. I've never trusted the government. I never trusted modern medicine. And that's why I smoke. That's really the reason why I smoke. People like, oh, you smoke too much, you do this, you do that, you need to stop doing that. Smoking to me, weed, you know, ganja, marijuana, smoking weed to me is the equivalent of, this is probably gonna be like a bad example to some people, but smoking a cigarette or taking aspirin or goody powder to relieve yourself of, you know, a shot of wine, maybe a shot of liquor and things like that. To me, weed is the cleanest thing I can put into my system and not worry about any side effects, because I know where I'm getting my product from. You know, it's a good stress reliever. And if you don't smoke, you won't understand. Whether you smoke cigarettes, Black and Milds, or if you don't have some type of vice to help relieve your stress, you just won't understand that. And I can't sit here and make you understand that. I can try. I told you earlier, I can analyze this, I can break it down for you, and I could do all that. But at the end of the day, if you don't have it, you don't have a vice. I'm calling it a vice, not an addiction, because I'm not addicted, because I can quit at any moment. I haven't like actually smoked in a couple of days now. Like, I've hit a couple of people's blunts and things like that, but on the way that I normally smoke, I haven't been the past couple of days, or past couple of weeks, really. I've been trying to slow down, you know, just make it, okay, I'm a little stressed, let me hit it, let me hit my bong real quick, let me, you know, take a couple of hits real quick, let me get a puff or two, and then I'll be straight. And that has really, really been helpful a lot. But at the drop of a dime, if I need to, I can stop. I've done it before, I can do it again, but I just don't want to. And I didn't know there's going to be a day, hopefully never, where I'm going to have to stop smoking, or I'm going to be like, you know what, this isn't working anymore. Maybe it's time to let it go. But at this point, I'm in my mid-20s. Nah, bruh. As long as I get my hands on it, I want it. And I just need to learn, and I've been learning how to moderate that. And so with that being said, I don't know. I don't want to say I've been putting the stress of other people on my shoulders, but I know I love to help. I love to help, and I love to be there for people, even when maybe I shouldn't be there, or I cancel for someone to do something else that probably is a little bit more important in that sense, but it's gotten to the point now where essentially I couldn't win for losing. Like, if I try to do something with one person, another person will get mad at me, and then I'll try to start spending time with those people, and then the other person to get mad at me. And then personally, I've been putting myself on the back burner, and I've been saying that a lot during this video, but I've been putting my own personal stuff to the side for other people. And I don't want to say I need to stop doing that, but I have to take a step back and start, you know, prioritizing a little bit more of when I can hang out. It sounds bad, like, you know, putting your friends and things on a schedule, but that's pretty much what a lot of entertainers, which at this point I am, whether that sounds cocky, premeditated, or arrogant, at this point what I do on YouTube is entertain, and people, for better or worse, for little or for more, whoever watches, the consensus that I get when I get comments are people being entertained. So, and that's what I want to do, and that's entertain. I've also recently thought about 2017 doing more, well, doing auditions for small movie roles, like extras, or maybe even commercials and things like that, just to get my foot in the door in acting and things like that, just to try to gain some experience, or a little bit more experience in that. Because when I was in middle school, we had, you know, drama and acting class and things like that, and I loved it. I love drama. I was so good at drama. There's certain things I was just good at, you know, like math for some reason, science, drama, maybe because I'm a Virgo and I like to, and I'm eccentric and things like that. Drama and art. I used to be a very, very good artist. And I don't know if art is like riding a bike. So maybe one day I'll pick up the pen, pencil again to get back into it. But as of right now, I love creating in Photoshop. These videos I'm making Camtasia, yes, and things like that. The little things I put on YouTube, well, not on YouTube, Instagram and Twitter, the little videos with like these solo Dokkan cards and just the music in the background and a picture of them. That's my way of expressing my art now. So, or my artistic side now. But like I said, it was getting harder to juggle the balance of friends, family, and the social media side of things, my quote-unquote business, because this is what I am trying to grow into, a business, even though, like I said earlier, I just have fun doing this. And I need 2017 to be the year. You know what I'm saying? The year, whether it's the catalyst to greatness, but I just need 2017 to be the year. And we are off to a phenomenal start right now. We're going into the year, like I said, combined over a little bit around 3K strong when it comes to the supporters that we have throughout our social media. So that's amazing. I never thought I know my end of the year goal for Twitter was 600, and I damn near doubled that, which is great. And I just want to keep, every 6 months I want to keep doubling. I want to keep doubling. I want to keep doubling. Even, you know, I want to say every 4 months, but I'm thinking logically, I'm saying every 6 months, you know. So I'm going to try my hardest to please as many people as I can as I do what I need to do going into 2017. and I'm cutting people off. One thing, all the toxic people or people I just don't need in my life, I'm cutting them off. And I'm also going to start cutting off all the people I think or believe could be stragglers along the way once we start getting more successful here. And I don't want that around me. So yes, I might take a little bit more, a little bit more distance away from my friends. Not saying, oh, I'm just going to disappear. You guys are going to see me for a few months, but you'll still hear me, will talk to me via text and on here, calls and things like that, hanging out. I just can't, I have to stop putting people before me is what I'm saying. And that probably sounds selfish and arrogant, and things like that, but it's just the truth. I need to stop focusing on trying to make other people happy and start making myself happy again, because like I was saying earlier, I was sick for months, and then I thought it was just, the weather, but it was probably just the stress of trying to balance everything. And I thought I had a good balance on everything, but having a couple of conversations with my friend and my main lady a few weeks ago, it hit me, and it hit me hard. Like, okay, I see the problem. I know what I need to do to fix it, but the way I'm going to fix it is probably not the way, like I just said, and it's probably not the way a lot of people I know are going to. What am I trying to say? It's not going to be. I'm gonna piss a lot of people off. I'm just gonna piss a lot of people off just by not being able to be available as much, because 2017, I just feel like if I can double the focus I did this year, 2017 can be amazing. Like, on this channel is just a couple years old, and I just really started uploading heavy this year. 721 videos are on this channel. Playlists of Batman, Tomb Raider, and the other few games I actually beat to completion, some Pokemon stuff, the Dokkan Battle stuff, the wrestling stuff, the reviews, all that stuff. I want to make better. I want to double the quality, if not even triple the quality, on the things that we're doing now, and just take that stuff and run with it. Just run with it and make it better. And some people may agree, some people disagree. I feel like the layouts have been getting better. I have learned how to stop rambling for 30 minutes aside from this video, and making 6 to 15 minute videos to get the point across on how I feel about certain things and things like that. Like I said, I've also been trying to stop cursing a lot. Like, normally in a video like this, I would have said Bulbasaur or Farfetch'd or Spearow a few dozen times, but I'm really trying to clean up my acting and be a little bit more PG, a little bit more family friendly moving forward as well, because we live in a very, very sensitive world, and people get butt hurt over the most simplest things. So to try to rectify that, I know one of my biggest things is I need to stop cursing. So once I can get over that hurdle, and maybe even consider taking speech class, because I know I have this little lisp and things like that. I know my S's and certain other words don't come out right, and I know that, but I'm only human. I try to sound as educated as possible, but just certain things I just wanted to get off my chest. I feel better. I kind of did this on Facebook last night, and put it on Facebook because, like I said, I wasn't home when I did it, and I didn't care. I just didn't care what people would say, because this was just me like clearing my head. I wasn't in my feelings, or I wasn't being emotional or things like that. It's just letting people know, look, 2017, I need to focus on myself. I'm cutting people off, yada yada yada. Then I wrote another post pretty much saying, if you really have to read all 3 posts in conjunction, or in chronological order, to kind of understand what I was saying. So the first post was like, I'm cutting people off. The second post is this is the reason why I'm the way I am, and why I never claimed to be como se dice, gangster or thug and things like that. I've had life experiences that some people would say qualifies me to be in one of those categories, but I just rather not. You know what I'm saying? I'd just rather not. I'm not that person. I'm not that kind of person. But life experience have given me those tools to be that person, if you know what I mean. And the last post was, just a follow-up jokey type post on that. So I think some people that may read that may misinterpret it and things like that. Some people may get it. Some people may like, just shut the hell up. But honestly, I put it on Facebook because I didn't think people actually cared. I didn't think people actually looked at my stuff on Facebook, apparently, because I don't really post on Facebook, but the lengthiness of that, if I would have put it on Twitter, it would have sounded like a rant. So that's why I put it on Facebook. Other than that, it was nothing serious. It's pretty much what I was saying here on there. Yes. But with all that being said, I think I've hit on a lot of the points that I've wanted to. Just in 2017, I just want to focus on the entertainment, and becoming a indie wrestler, or at least getting my feet wet in a professional wrestling. Just because this is what I want to do. It's just something I want to do. I want to be an MMA fighter. I want to do American Ninja Warrior. I want to. Guys, that is Facebook. If you want to know, that is Facebook going off in the background. So every time I look in the corners, ever since I haven't been reading those passages from the beginning, I've been watching my notifications go up and up and up and up. So I just want this to grow. Like I was saying, there are so many things that I want to do, and to be able to do that, I have to start focusing on myself more. Is in a nutshell what this whole video was. It should, but I just wanted to get that off my chest, off my mind before the new year rolls around. Like I said, I'm not in my feelings. I'm not salty. I'm not mad or anything. Just how I feel. And to make a better product, I have to make a better me. And to make a better me, I have to focus on me a little bit more. So cutting people off, spending, and I know this is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Spending less time with my friends and things like that. Because the way I see it, if we're friends, we're friends. I will always hit you up. When I need you, I'll hit you up. And when you need me, I will be there. But for the most part, I just need to refocus, regroup on me. Because at this point, I should have a six-pack. Just to break the fourth wall or whatever, be real. I think I should have a six-pack by now. But doing this and helping other people and trying to mix the two together, I have not been to the gym in at least a month and a half now, and probably going to start back going tomorrow or today even. 50 minutes, almost an hour. Sorry. I'm so sorry. But hopefully you guys take something out of this. I'm a Virgo. We are very analytical. We are very into our own feelings. We are, like I said, we plan, we see what we want, and by hook or by crook, we will get what we want. I am blessed to say, at this moment in time, I don't have any real wants. You know what I'm saying? I have things that I want, but I don't need it. I can live without it. Because I literally have everything that one person in my situation. Not saying like, oh, I'm, flat out broke or things like that. But being, a middle class person in America these days, it's, kind of tough. It's kind of tough. So I'm blessed. I know I'm blessed to be in the situation that I am, have the things that I have, and be able to do the things that I do and want to do. And to expand on that, 2017 is going to be the year where I can taste it. I can taste it. And I hope I'm not jinxing myself. So knock on wood, 2017 is going to be an amazing year. Not only for but for the channel, which means for you guys as well. So, if you want to keep up with all of me, what the hell? Why did I just turn it to a John Legend song? If you want to keep up with all of me, and then now follow all of you, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, all down below the links you can click. Hey, did that. Cool beans. Let's stop while I'm ahead. So, share this video with your friends. Liking always shows your support. And share this video. Share it with your friends. Liking always shows your support. And subscribe if you have not already. Please hit the little bell button to stay notified at all times when something new pops up on the channel. Like I said, I'm going hard. Over the past couple of weeks, I've been putting out daily content, or at least semi-daily content. I think I'll probably miss like 1 day a week, so that's still 6 videos, if not more, a week. Ugh, that's disgusting. And pay-per-views this weekend, so I'm gonna have a couple of more videos for that. I got to do a SmackDown review. NXT is tonight. Lucha Underground is tonight. So you can just see how already that stuff is that's 4 or 5 videos right there. Not to mention Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle. A lot of new content just came out on those games. I say those because I play JP and JP and Global. I like JP so much more. Anyways, there's so many things that I want to do. Like I just got my hands on como se dice, Watch Dogs 2, Grand Theft Auto 5, and a few other games. Not Watch Dogs 2, Sleeping Dogs. So those are some things I want to add to the channel. And I need a new TV. That's one reason gameplay kind of stopped. I need a new TV because I have everything rerouted into the Xbox One right now because people don't believe me. My TV did a damn suicide dive off of the thing. It was literally in the middle of the whatchamacallit, the shelf. And it just did a tope suicida off the dang off the dang stand. It still works. It just one of my HDMI ports don't work. And that HDMI port, it won't play certain things very well. Like the PS4 doesn't play very well. The PS3 doesn't play very well. The Xbox, perfectly fine. Because I believe the PlayStation was hooked up. So that's why it was affected by the TV. But I hooked it up. When I hook it up to the Elgato and things like that, and I look at it, via the game capture on there. Why am I still talking? Oh my God. Shut up. So, all that being said, I am Shawn DaGamer, and I am out of here.